Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with another video. Listen. If you ain't signed up to the channel, subscribe to the channel, you slipping. And make sure you hit the like button. When you hit the like button, they show the video to more people. Look below if you're on YouTube, see all our merchandise store, man. Listen, man, I thank y'all so much, man. All the folk that been buying all our merch. Listen, this is how we spread the message, okay? We pay for ads and different things and different platforms to put the message out there because they don't want nobody to know this type of stuff. So thank y'all a lot for that. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Very, very important. Everybody's under the spell, this American spell, the government spell. And I'm finna blow y'all mind when I say this. Y'all hear me speak about spells a lot, right? It's all an illusion. Think about what I'm finna tell you, right? I want y'all to think about this. The things that we do on a daily basis, right? You really think that that's what we supposed to be doing. Why? Because you was brought in a world and you was told that that's what we should be doing. I did videos and showed y'all we don't supposed to be wearing shoes. Your feet supposed to touch the ground. This has a lot to do with the ley lines. These are spells. This is the invisible leash. We abide by rules by people we ain't even never met. You remember I did a video about the bear that they chained by his ankle, and they had him on the chain so long that when they took the chains off his ankle, he still was acting as if they were still on there. This is what happening to us. This is real, people. I keep telling y'all, they bring you to an animal state so that you can be controlled. It's the illusion. You think spells are just spells or also witchery and all. No, let me give you another one. Your grandma tell you, don't bring that drug money in my house. I don't want nothing to do with that drug money. You done seen it all on the movies. That's what they talk about. But we'll turn around and send you to the drug store. That's an illusion. That's the spell. Let me break that down to y'all, for y'all who ain't heard what I said, what I just said. Listen, your grandma tell you don't bring that drug money in my house, but to turn around and send you to the drug store to get her drugs. Oh my God. Pharmaceutical drugs kill way more people. Big truck riding by. Pharmaceutical drugs kill way more people than drugs on the streets. It say the drug store on the fucking building. But this is the spell that we under. You ever thought about that? You mean to tell me nobody ever thought about the fact like Walgreens is the drug store, but we can't sell drugs on the streets? Just like the weed that they just made legal. What the fuck? Why we couldn't sell it before they made it legal? It's the illusion, people. This is how you control millions and billions of people. So for all the people who so Americanized and so patriotic, and this is what's happening, people. It blows my mind, right? How they put stuff right in front of us. People really think that they need a certificate to be married. A piece of paper. And this is no disrespect to no one who's married. But when you so under that spell and you so brainwashed, you don't know no better. So I don't fault you. But some people really think that piece of paper makes them solidify as being married, right? Marriage is a business, people. Do your research. It's a business. It's two corporations merging to be one. That's why you got paperwork in the first place. And there's nothing wrong with those who are married that's in love. I'm just telling you, I'm just breaking it down, telling you from a business and a governmental aspect on why they want your name in your paper. Like, y'all become as one. Your debt become her debt and vice versa. There's ways to get around it, but y'all get what I'm saying. It's the spell. Imagine a lot of the stuff that I'm not. Like I said, I'm just scratching the surface. You feel what I'm saying? And when you create a world that things that you don't need, but you create a world where those things are needed, they become necessities, right? And basically what I'm telling you is when you change the way you live, which they have done a 360, don't even scratch the surface, right? They've changed the way we live so to the point where everything around us is what we need based off this fake ass world. And it's crazy that this is where you get dual realities. This is where you get, you know, I'm trying to put it where you will understand it. This is where you get the perception of realities, different realities. Because I could take you to the jungle and these people, the things that we use every day, they don't use. And vice versa. But this is the difference. When you living off the land, you living in nature, you living off natural things, natural herbs, you know, you living by God's code. But in this fake ass world, you living by man's code. That's the difference. So before you say, oh, we living in a world where we need transportation, we need cars, we need that. You're also living in a world that things are being placed in front of you and your reality has been so transformed to you're easily to be controlled because the resources that they making you need, they control them. But when you out in the Amazon or you living off the land, God put these things here for you for free. Big difference. But we under this spell though. We under this spell. And I tell you, the more they do for us, the more that they got us. The more that they got us going to the grocery stores and doing this and doing that, the more they got us. And the crazy part is, divide and conquer is real. That's why we got that shirt. Divide and conquer is canceled, because I may feel like, you know what, man, I ain't finna do this, I ain't gonna do that. That's not enough. It's not enough. It takes an army. It takes all of us to step up and say, you know what, we ain't going for this. Y'all see what they just did with all these strict rules on when it comes to the you know what and all that, making people quit their job and all that. That's the type of shit gonna happen to you. Okay, we're talking about capitalism here, people. But I don't want to get off topic. We're talking about spells, man. Spells are real. And that's just, I'm just scratching the surface. Man, if I'm gonna do a second video to this, I just want you to see the spells that we are under. You know, people putting on women with the makeup and the hair, you know, and this and that, you know, just changing their original appearance and that's putting yourself under a spell, honestly. But that's just the reality we live in, man. These things are accepted. You get what I'm saying? But I wish that people would wake up and people would see really what's going on and how we can come about and change that, because you can make up your own laws on how you live. You don't have to live by the stigma or what they say. Like people seeing people getting 4 and 5 wives and this and that. Hey man, to each his own. The only reason why people are more rejective of that because you wasn't born, you know what I'm saying, under that construct when it comes to marriage. It's just one man, one woman. Okay? So that tells you another thing too. You can be raised however they want you to be raised. Because whatever they put in here is what's going to come out of here. And that is to the point where basically what I'm saying is this. They can raise you to be and to accept things that naturally you shouldn't accept. Or you should use your common sense to be like, something ain't right with that. But they can raise you to believe that that's what it is, because they paint your reality. Your perception comes from your oppressor. That's basically what I'm saying. And when you're caught up in that reality, like I was speaking earlier, you in a blanket of, like your reality like a blanket and you wrapped all around it. And you didn't create the blanket. You're just living in the blanket. So you got to understand how going to school, being told what we're being told, how that shit controls our lives, because you don't know nothing else other than what they told you. When they go to these other countries and come back and they fighting and this and that, they come report what they want to tell you. But then talk to the people that actually was over there. Different story. So you got to understand, this is why they fight for control of everything, because when you control the media, control fashion, and you control the money, the banks, they control the perception of the people. It's just that simple. And this is why it's so damn near impossible to change the minds of these folk, because they walk around. You think a zombie is a apocalypse? No, you could be walking around with a PhD and be a zombie. You don't know what the fuck going on in the real, like in the real world. But in the fake world, the illusion of knowledge, they got you going on that path. But I'm trying to break it down, simplify it as much as I can. And I hope y'all get it, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't, you know, my bad. I try to break it down. But anyway, don't get caught up in the spells, man. Like I told y'all before, you can create your reality, learn how to alter your reality. Like, go watch The Matrix. That's basically what he was telling them. He didn't say that when he was talking about when the spoon was bending. The spoon itself wasn't bending. You got to understand that. You got to understand what an oracle is when you go back and watch that movie. And the part where he was like, well, what is real? What do you consider to be real? That movie there is not a movie. That's a document to the way we live. Like, go watch The Matrix, the first one, and blow your mind. But anyway, I just want to drop that on y'all, man. So, it's in the rain, as y'all can see. So I'm just here. I stopped by here to do this video. But don't get caught up in the spells, man. You don't have to live the stigma or the traditional way that they want you to live. I tell y'all, be wary of traditions. Very weary. But to each his own, man. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Papa Dog. Y'all know I'm gonna holler at y'all until the next video. Peace.